Guys, big breaking news coming out. 911 lines down across Mississippi statewide. And here's the reason why. It says here outage was caused by the cutting of a 911 fiber line, but authorities are unsure where the break occurred. Now, it seems like someone might have cut the cable here. Possibly intentional. So we are definitely seeing a lot of stuff going on, guys. Cybers, drones. We are definitely seeing a lot of things like ICE facility getting hit. The US commander, he's going to announce something this week, signing executive order. And I do believe that our sleeping giant is under attack. Alright guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and a PayPal link in the comments box and also description box. Thank you again for your support. Your support is what keeps us on air. So the outage was caused by the cutting of a 911 fiber line, but authorities are unsure where the break occurred. Now, this is a regional outage due to a 911 fiber line being cut. We're not sure where, said Jay Vice, Public Information Officer for the Orleans Parish Communication District. It's causing major 911 operations outages across Louisiana and Mississippi. Man. Alright, so we're going to get to all this news here, guys. Once again, hit that like, hit that subscribe, guys. Give me a second here. So Mississippi is facing a statewide 911 outage for damage to AT&T fiber optic lines, disrupted emergency call services on September 25th, 2025. The issue has also affected parts of Louisiana. Officials stress that the problem does not appear to be a cyber attack, but until repairs are complete, residents should use backup numbers for police, fire, and medical emergency. Well, I do believe that someone did something. Mississippi is dealing with a major 911 outage. Emergency calls are not going through in many parts of the state. Now, the issue started after damage to AT&T fiber optic lines. Officials say it is not a cyber. AT&T crews are working on repairs. Some areas may get service back within hours, but there is no clear timeline for full restoration. Now it says here, the 911 outages reported in Mississippi appear to be statewide rather than limited to specific counties. The initial reports indicate a statewide crash of the 911 lines in Mississippi. In general, most 911 outages tend to be localized, but larger statewide outages do happen occasionally due to software or infrastructure issues. Man. So it's not like, specific county, it's the entire state. Now, I think this happened in Texas, but it happened in one county. And usually, people do these things, they cut the cable, and you make money by sending those cable lines and stuff like that, which is illegal, I think. But again, it's just wrong doing that. So how long will Mississippi 911 outage last? Well, state officials have not provided a firm timeline for when the system will be fully restored. AT&T crews are repairing the damaged fiber optic lines that caused the breakdown, and some areas may see service return within a few hours, while complete restoration could take longer depending on the extent of the damage. It says here, the outage is being described as statewide, but not every county is hit in the same way. Some areas like Hinds, Harrison, Jackson County, and Gulfport report complete 911 failure and are using backup numbers. In other counties, calls may still connect, but often with long delays. A few municipalities say their 911 lines are still working, though service is not reliable. Authorities describe the disruption as a statewide 911 outage affecting Mississippi with some spillover in Louisiana. However, the actual impact varies by locations. It says here, in many counties, including Hinds, Harrison, Jackson County, and Gulfport, 911 calls are completely down, and residents must use alternate emergency numbers. In other areas, the system may still connect, but only after long delays or reroutes, meaning caller could experience difficulties reaching dispatchers. And this is not good too, guys, because you got those wolves out there. They're going to take advantage of this. We're talking about the lawlessness. Local gov across the state are publishing their own backup numbers to keep emergency services accessible. Now, Jackson Metro emergency numbers, it says here, emergency officials warn that dialing 911 may not go through until the network is restored, which could slow down response times. Cities and counties across Mississippi are posting their own temporary emergency lines on official websites and social media. It says here, to keep people safe, cities and counties have released alternate emergency numbers that can be used to call police, fire, or medical help while 911 is down. So here's some of the numbers. If you live out there, it's very important to screenshot this. In Jackson, residents can reach these numbers here. So if you guys want to screenshot it, if you live out there in Louisiana, again, that's what's going on. Here's another one. So the outage is broadly statewide, but severity differs from county to county. While some places have a total shutdown, others experience slow or unreliable connections. Full restoration is underway, but officials caution that response times could remain affected until repairs are complete. Now, give me a second here, guys. I want to pull up this information here. Once again, please share the video, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. 911 lines down across Mississippi statewide. So we already know that. The cause of the outage. Number 1, fiber line damaged. According to officials, the widespread outage is caused by a cut fiber line, which provides service to both Mississippi and Louisiana. A cut. It's common sense. Someone cut it. Someone cut the line. The question is, why? Why was the line cut? You know, stuff like this kind of reminds me of the movie Mission Impossible or True Lies. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger and all the actors that cut the line to get inside certain facilities so that way alarms won't sound, alarm detectors and stuff like that. Number 2, under investigation. AT&T crews are working to identify and repair the damaged lines, but it is not yet known when full service will be restored. Number 3, no evidence of cyber. Well, it's not a cyber. Here's the thing, guys. A cyber is like computer software data. This is a line, like a regular line, like, a line, thick line. Someone with the scissors just cut it. That's not cyber stuff. All right, so no evidence of cyber. A spokesperson for the Louisiana Gov Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness stated that there is no indication that the outage was a cyber. So what to do during the outage? Go outside. Man, go outside, play some baseball, do something else. No more phones and internet connection. Go outside. Authorities are advising residents to use alternate local phone numbers for emergency. Below are some of the backup contact numbers provided by law enforcement agency. Now, these are the numbers I just showed you. Once again, if you guys want to take a screenshot, if you live out there in Mississippi, again, you can take a screenshot of that. Once again, here's some more. Man, there's a lot more numbers. Oh yeah, there's a lot more, guys. There's a lot more here. Okay. Wow. For the latest updates and additional local numbers, residents should check for alerts from the specific city or county's law enforcement and emergency management agencies. All right, so let me go on X and see if we can find any more updates on this story here. Do me a favor, hit that like, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you again for your support. Thank you again for again, your support. And I will go live on this channel later today. So you do have the, give me a second here. Louisiana, Mississippi, 911 outage. Official story is cut fiber. No reason to suspect file at this time. Give me a second here, guys. Let me just play this video.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming out here. About a little bit after 1 o'clock this afternoon, our staff realized that we were having issues with our regular telephone system, both in receiving and making outgoing calls. As the technical team started working on that, we received troubling reports that 911 calls were also not coming in, and started trying to work through that issue to determine if there was a problem here or elsewhere. Sometime shortly after 1:35-ish this afternoon, we received notification that there was a major fiber cut within the telephony system outside of the general area that's resulted in a 911 outage over most of Louisiana and Mississippi.
Wow.
We have pushed that information out through the media. We've also posted on social media and through NOLA Ready to let everyone know we have established a separate 10-digit number, 504-513-6594. 504-513-6594, which bypasses all the local infrastructure and local systems and should allow anyone who is not able to call 911 to reach us in an emergency. We encourage callers to still try 911 first. We know that T-Mobile and AT&T mobility calls appear to be going through. We do not believe Verizon or any other carrier, AT&T FirstNet, etc., are coming through. So again, if you need emergency assistance, please first call 911. If that does not go through, please put this number in your phone and call it, 504-513-6594. Those calls will come directly to our ECSs just like any other call will. I apologize for the fact that we didn't get this out through NOLA Ready as quickly as we should have, but we ran into an issue internally and didn't make that notification while we were doing everything else, and we understand that alert has now gone out already. We have checked all of our local systems. Everything is working fine here at OPCD. The problems are all within the greater telephony system, off-site, out of here, etc. And in the case of 911, it's affecting both Louisiana and Mississippi. We know that calls are being otherwise routed. Some of our callers, if they call 911, may get the state police or I believe Bossier City was actually getting some of our calls routed to them too. We're using the Louisiana Wide Information Network, the statewide Astro 25 radio system, to relay that information between 911 centers. So if your call is misdirected, give the information to who you talk to, and they will make sure that we get it as quickly as possible. For those who have non-emergency issues, please don't call. Wait, call us after this crisis is over with. We'll be happy to help you, but we need all of our resources and energy working towards answering the calls for those who actually have emergency needs for assistance. With that, if anybody has any questions?
Do you guys know what happened to the line? Is it a crew working on the line? Is there any indication? Is it malicious?
The only alert we've gotten from the carriers is that there was a major fiber cut located in Mississippi that has taken out all of this. There's no indication it was malicious, and given backhoe fiber cuts, there's no reason to suspect it. We have been told to expect resolution in the next few hours.
This cable that was cut seems like a pretty important cable. Is it underground? Is it above ground?
I have no idea.
How does something like this get cut? I mean, is this well protected?
I wish I knew the answers to those questions, but as we were commenting before we started, when you guys were having trouble getting all of your technology and systems to work, the world is an interconnected set of computer networks now. So your 911 call in Orleans Parish to Orleans Parish Communication District could be going through servers in Texas, Arkansas, through fiber that goes through all the different states, et cetera, before it comes to us. And that is all in the control of the carriers, not the communication districts.
When you think of emergencies, everyone's brain is pretty much programmed to automatically dial 911. Now people are having to worry about dialing a 10-digit number. Talk about, could this possibly delay services to someone who may be experiencing an emergency, and how critical could that be?
Well, I mean, you stated it yourself. It's fairly obvious. We've been programming the world to call 911 for 20-odd years, and now we have to give them an alternate number because the 911 system is not working. We provided that alternate number immediately. We're pushing it out to everybody. Will it result in a delay? I don't know. That depends on somebody who's calling. That's why we're asking you to get that information out.
And a lot of people, when they're thinking of calling 911, they're calling 911 because they believe their call is an emergency. Can you specify specifically what you mean by emergency?
Anything that's an immediate threat to life, health, etc. If you walk out and find that your car was broken into and you don't know when, you don't know why, they're long gone, that's not an emergency. If you walk out and somebody is breaking into your car, that's an emergency. If you're bleeding, if somebody's having a heart attack, if there's a fire, all those things are very obviously emergencies. Anything that is not requiring an immediate police, fire, EMS response, we would ask respectfully that you wait and call us after this is over.
You said this happened just after noon?
After 1:30.
After 1:30.
Correct.
How is this impacting your staff here at OPC? Because obviously you said they're having to, I think, talk with folks, should be a walkie-talkie, and how is this impacting your staff?
They're doing the jobs. We have policies, procedures in place to deal with these kind of things. We hope we never have to use them, but if we do, we deal with them. The staff is trained, they drill, they know how to handle the situation, and frankly, it wouldn't matter if I was here or not. Things would be handled properly, things would be working like they're supposed to. We have an excellent team of people, they know their jobs, and they're doing them.
Any timeline on when this could be resolved?
The next few hours is the only thing we've heard.
Okay, so that's a very important update. We probably ask, where's the cable and how do they cut this thing? Is it deep underground? Is it somewhere that it could see in public? He didn't have an answer. We don't know. I don't know anything about the cables. Here's the thing. Some of these cables are buried, all right? So a lot of this stuff is possibly out there in hidden open land. But apparently you have some of those professional people that cut these things. And now the entire statewide 911 emergency number is down. All these information will be in the description box. Share the video, subscribe. Follow me on X. I will keep you updated on this news. We are praying for the people out there in Louisiana, Mississippi. Yeah, be safe out there. And again, keep a neighborhood watch. If you see something, say something. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.